Aloha, this is Jamie Stewart of the musical group Shoo Shoo, and you are watching Thrill Jockey Deep Digs. This is my collection of rainbow trolls. They're excellent listeners. They have huge ears in relation to the size of the rest of their body. First record I would like to talk about is 133 Sound Effects, just kidding. In Plain Speech by Circuit Des Yeux.
There's something deep inside of you.
I got to know Haley on tour in 2014. She smashed herself into the back of a rented minivan and basically blew my brains out every single night. I can't really think of a better singer that we've ever been on tour with in terms of emotional depth, range, commitment, curious expansiveness, and creativity. She is a rare being in terms of just personage and musical ability. This record was recorded in 2015, so I don't know if she had been working on it before or prior to this tour, and it is a delightful expansion of the music that she was playing when we initially got to know each other. The first track, sorry, I'm terrible at remembering titles, KG1, goes in numerous wonderful and expository directions, some not overdone and very classic use of synthesizer, and classic in the best possible way. And I know that I already went on a little bit about her singing, but I have always been a tremendous fan of people who have unrestrained voices, like Diamanda Galas or Nina Simone. Nina Simone sounds unrestrained even when she's being restrained. Chelsea Wolfe, Zilla Jesus, DJ Harvey, and Haley is absolutely in league with all of those notable vocalists. Other things that I completely and totally love about this record is its use of common timbral elements being used in uncommon ways. That is also something that I am always look for in records. Taking something that one would assume is going to be expected and widening the possibility of what that sound can be. The lyrics are spectacular. Every performance is flawless. The recording is great. Absolutely one of my all-time favorite bands, and I think most music totally sucks. Well, that's not a very nice thing to say about music, but it's true. The next record I would like to talk about is Inappropriate Daytime Behavior. Just kidding, it is The Alone Rush by Wrekmeister Harmonies. Cuties. Our wonderful booking agent, Regina Green, hipped us to this band, and we had a chance to play a couple shows with them last year. They were wonderfully loud, wonderfully intense, wonderfully real, and wonderfully quiet in the midst of being. It was the loudest quiet show I've ever seen. One thing that I absolutely worship about this band is their willingness to take their time with what they are doing. They have a very definite idea of how to get from point A to point B musically, and no aspects of that are rushed in any way. It takes a tremendous amount of musical will, confidence, and ability to be able to do that in an engaging way. Additionally, as I had mentioned with Circuit Des Yeux, the singing, Mamma Mia, JR is a cataclysmically beautiful and gripping voice, as does Esther. And both of them together, going back and forth at times, is just emotionally torrential. That sounds like a ridiculous thing to say, but I can't It's not inaccurate in any way. It's fantastically recorded by Martin Beasy, and as a studio dork, that kind of thing matters to me when I'm listening to records. It shouldn't, but it does, and in this case, A+. I had the chance to play a little bit on their current release. This is from 2018, and their newer release is equally wonderful. Also fantastic people, the real deal. It's an honor to know them, and an honor to have played with them. You don't need to know what we were talking about. The next record I would like to talk about is Secrets with a Pheasant, also known as Golden Green by OOIOO. Visually one of the best band names of all time. And also, psychedelic, baby! I have no personal connection to this group aside from being a fan for, gosh, more than 15 years. That's horrifying, but look at my fucking wizened face. What do you expect? This music is free and technically adept, and also wonderfully Cro-Magnon. There's something that I really love about bands in an overall way is having people who have a level of musical education and technique playing with people who have less musical technique but more of a will to destroy. And that seems to be very much how this record was organized, at least to my gooey little ears. It goes all over the place, from experimental music to kind of Kajmis music to their very definitely their own thing. Unusual singing. It's weirdly funky, but and I don't know, and it's in a genuinely unique way. The psychedelic baby aspects of it don't seem ham-fisted or silly. They seem to be genuine subterranean types of explorations. I absolutely love this band. They are always on the house music, this record in particular, usually Moss Trumpeter, which is the first song, are always on the house music on our iPod before shows. So I think I have listened to Moss Trumpeter hundreds of times. It never fails. They're a wonderful band. This candle says destroy everything. I guess fortunately and unfortunately I can't seem to get it lit. Story of my fucking life. This next record, appropriately titled Kill, by the brilliant and unusual John Bence. And unusual, and I mean it as the highest conceivable compliment. John Bence was introduced to me by our other booking agent, John Stevens of the erstwhile Q Junctions agency. He manages John Bence and sent me his music, and I had not heard anything like this ever in my entire life. It is a combination of medieval liturgical music, death metal industrial minimalism, John's very own thing, the voices used in a way I have never heard anybody use it before, modern classical music. It is a singular event. And additionally, the live show, we played a couple shows in Europe together. The live show was unlike anything I had ever seen, not even close. It seemed to genuinely be disturbing the security guards, which is a notable accomplishment. The only reason that I'm pausing is because it's difficult to describe this, which is incredibly exciting considering how much music in 5 seconds you could just go, oh, that shit, I know what that is. It is unlikely that you will know what this is. And amusingly, although prior to this record having been released, I had gotten some downloads of it, I put this record on and I played it at the wrong speed. You have to play it at 45 RPM. And I thought, oh wow, this sounds really different. It sounds equally wonderful at both 33 RPM and 44 RPM. You can't say that about almost any music at all. Yet another fantastic accomplishment. Do not miss this one. It will, if you are interested in the dark side of human consciousness and imagination, this is very definitely the one for you.
Thanks for watching.